Are we live? Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us for this session on a talk on coding interview preparation guide by Mr. Ravi Goswami. Mr. Ravi is the founder of Give My Certificate, a commercial workspace solution that aims to provide digital verification and certification services to communities and companies all across the globe. Mr. Ravi has been a phenomenal software developer and a community manager. And in this session, he will be unraveling on how you can prepare for your next coding interview in a fun and engaging manner. So, without much ado and wasting any of the time, I would like Mr. Ravi to take up this session and enlighten us about how you can get started with cracking your coding interview.
Hello everyone. Yeah, let's give me a second. Just hold a second. Yeah. Okay. PPT is visible. Yeah. Okay. Can I know how many students are from first year, second year, and third year and fourth year? And so we can talk about according to it. If you are in first year, so we can talk about it. Okay, that's great. Okay. So let's start the journey. So, how many of you want to do job in Google, Microsoft, and Apple, like these companies, mean Facebook, or I say fan? I think everyone. So, how many of you know about the how the company hire? What is the process of these companies? Maybe you've heard about that. Yeah, they take interview, coding interview, 2 or 3 rounds, and they gave 2 or 3 questions. Some company gave a 5 questions, and you have to solve it. If you can solve it, then they will talk to you. Another, you have to apply in the another company, right? So my question is, what they give in that coding problem? They give 4 to 5 problems. Even you go for a Google, Facebook, even Amazon, they'll give a question. They never told to you, we are giving this project idea, you have to do it. Okay. So what they give? They generally give a problems related with data structure and algorithm. You have to solve it. And the basic funda is, if you can solve it, then you will proceed to the next round, another not. Okay, so how to start? Just imagine you don't know anything. Okay, I am considering you are a second year or third year student. Okay, if you are in fourth year, then you have to work hard. Okay, so how to start? The first thing is start coding. Yes, mean you have to start coding. So what I have to do in coding? Okay, that's correct. I have to go for the HTML or something else? No, you have to go for the C, C++ or Java. You have to learn a language. Okay, like if you are good in C, C++ or in Java, that's great. Do a little bit more practice, and after that, you have to go for the data structure and algorithm. Mean you have to practice data structure and algorithm. So everyone has heard about data structure and algorithm. Yeah. Okay. In data structure, we learn how we can arrange our data, or I say how we can arrange our problem, so that problem can be solved fastly. Just imagine if anybody is told to you why we need data structure. If I told to you, if how many of you visit Delhi? or I say, how many of you see the Delhi metro map, or I say any metro map. If I told to you design a fare calculator of metro map, means from any point to any point, you have to calculate the fare. Mean if you continue from this point to another point, what will be the fare? So that problem is directly graph problem, which is data structure topic. If you know about the graph, you can solve this problem quickly. Another, you have to try some random method. So that's why we need data structure and algorithm. Algorithm is used for the making fast with, in simply way, I say algorithm is used for the for making your code faster or reducing the space. Mean we have to manage space and time complexity. Just imagine there is two programmer. A programmer code run in a 2 second, another programmer code run in a 0.5 second. Who will be selected? Of course, 0.51. So that thing we learn from algorithms. Okay. So second thing is you have to focus on data structure and algorithm. Yeah, it's a basic. If you go for any company who is giving a more than 6 lakh package, of course they will focus on a data structure. If you go for 10 lakh package, so they will ask algorithms too. If you go for 12 lakh, 15 lakh and 20 lakh or higher, they will more focus on algorithms. If you are too much good in algorithms, your chances will be increases because they give you a 2 3 problems, you have to solve it, and these problems are based on data structure and algorithm. So you are good in data structure and algorithm. So what? Yeah, of course. If you know data structure and algorithm, so where you have to practice. So there is two platform, HackerRank and CodeShare. If you are a really beginner, so you can start from HackerRank. They have a every topic problem. You can practice there and check your skills, how many problems you can solve. And if you are a little bit good and you already tried HackerRank and you want to improve your skills, you can go for the CodeShare. Okay, they really have a great question. Okay, yeah, if you want to participate in competition, so there is so many competition on Hacker Earth, ACM, ICPC, Top Coder, and HackerRank. So why I'm talking about the competition? If you go in a competition and you make a good rank like top 10 or top 5 or even a top 20, so there are so many companies, they will contact you. Okay, we check your skills and come for the interview. Okay, that thing is happen on generally. Sometimes ago we heard about, yeah, it's 4 or 5 months ago we heard about there is a one guy who is selected on 1.5 crore package. How? I think Facebook hired him. So he is participating in a top coder contest, and they see their rank and their skills, how he is solving the problem. After that, they will contact directly. So after that, they will never take your coding interview. Directly, you have to go for the HR interview if you are going from the contact. Okay. So yeah, yeah. Here you can do for the practice for the competition, and after that. Yeah, everything is practice. I mean, if you go, if you, how much time you can give, it's really awesome. If you give a 1 hour, 2 hour, that is great. If you are second year student, you have to solve 2 or 3 problems daily, according to me. If you are in a fourth year, at least you need, according to me, you need at least 6 months for achieving more than 10 lakh package. If you are starting from the beginning, I mean, today you don't know anything. I mean, just little bit know about the coding, and you want good package for more than 10 lakh, of course. So it needs 6 months, minimum 6 months. I mean, 6 months, according to me, 6 months are enough for doing everything. You can learn any language in 15 to 20 days if you are talk about C, C++, or Java. And if you go for the data structure and algorithm, you can, if you practice 2 or 3 hours daily, so in 1.5 months it will be finished. After that, it completely depends on your practice. Okay, last 4 months, practice, practice, practice. If you are after some days, participate in online contest, live contest, check your skills, how many problems you can solve it, because on that day, when you go for the interview, they will give that problem. Okay. So if you, yeah, how you can prepare for the interview? I mean, if you are a fourth year student, you have done everything, so you have to check. Just like Amazon is coming in your campus, so you have to check last interview questions. So you can check on Lead Code, Interview Bit, or Career Cup. These company hosted this company previously questions. They asked these previously questions, and you can check the strategy, and you can check the level of the level of the question. Okay. If I talk about, you can prefer for the book, let us see Yashwant Kanitkar for the algorithms if you want to do. Yeah, it's a really a legendary book, Introduction of Algorithm. But I will prefer, if you are a fourth year student, you have to do that book, Cracking the Coding Interview. It is a mandatory book. There is a 189 problems in that. Mean they have a 189 coding problems on different algorithms, or I say on important algorithms. So you have to practice. You have to solve that book once. If you solve that book once properly, your selection chances is too high, because most of the problems come from that book. Okay, so you can buy this book from Amazon. Okay, it's easy to available. Okay, you can do. There is 189 problem. If I say, if you have 189 days, so I will say how you can solve these questions. What I implemented, actually I did this book in my starting of the third year. So what I did, daily I see the question, mean directly upper part, not a solution. That book have a question and solution both. So I see the question and write on the notebook, and I go for the college, and the whole day I will think how can I solve it. I prepare my strategy for the whole day, because some classes are free, some classes. So in that time I see that question and think about how I can solve it, mean optimal way. And after that, when I come back to the hostel, after that I implement that code. If it is work, that's fine. If it is not working, then I mark a whole sign, mean a circle on that question, and after that see the solution. And after that seeing the solution, then I implement. And why I mark these circles? Because on the second time when I will do it, I will focus on these circle questions, because on that time I missed that. Okay. So if I say my strategy, my funda, it is strategy for everyone, but that strategy is work more efficient for the second year student. But if you are on third year or fourth year student, you have to improve. Of course. How many of you play PUBG? I mean, nowadays it's banned, or another game. Okay. How many of you play PUBG? So what is the average time match of the PUBG? 40 minutes? If you win the chicken dinner, then the 35 minutes, but you have to wait for your friends in the lobby. It's take 4 to 5 minutes average, or I can say. So you have a 40 minutes. In 40 minutes, how many problems you can solve? Write in comment box. How many problems you can solve in 40 minutes? 2 or 3? Anyone can solve 2 problems easily. Okay, daily. So you have to give just a 40 minutes if you are even a second year student. But if you are a third year or fourth year student, you have to give 1.5 hours. Okay, you have to solve 5 to 6 questions daily. Okay, take an average of 2 problems. Okay, in a single year we have a 365 days, but we cut the 2 months because we have a leave, and some holidays we go for the night out, and with the friends and family. So take an average of 300 days, and if we solve 2 problems each day, then these are 600 problems yearly. And if you are solving a 4 problems, then it is 1200 problems. And each day you are improving yourself. Of course, today you are solving a if else problem, then next day another problem. You are not doing a if else problem for daily, for a week, of course. So each day you are improving your level. So what happens on the interview day? Imagine you already did 1200 problems, or I say 1800 problems. So what you can do in that interview? Actually, I talk with so many people, and I ask why you missed that problem, why you are not able to do that interview question. So they generally say, I'm not able to understand what that question want to say. Then I say, if you read that question before the interview, you know the strategy of that question, how to solve that problem. Okay. So mostly people problem is that they never seen that problem. But if you practice daily, or if you solve 3 or 4 problems daily, on that interview day, when you see that problem, you know how to solve it. Actually, it happened with me. When I go for the interview, when they give the question, I directly smile and say, "Oh, that algorithm and that algorithm," and I directly solve it. Okay, it is happen with so many people. If you do practice, you can do anything. Yeah, one more thing. If you are not that much good in data structure algorithm and you want to take a package or you want to select in a company, so I will say you must be a proficient in a technology like web technology, Android development, or a Flutter, or you have at least 2 projects. One is too much good and second average project. Okay. One main project must be a problem solving. Mean it's not like that the library management system or traffic light system. Matlab, not like that. If you told to me that project name, no, I will be interested to know what you made it. If you just come to me and say, I develop a library management system, so I know about that, what you will develop. So maybe I will be not interested in that. I will not interested to knowing what you did. But if you solve any problem, that must be a unique or less common. So maybe that interview will ask what you make. So and you gave you gave so much time on that project, like 20 days or 30 days, or I say more than 30 days on that project. So you know about that the whole project. You know you did the code, you implemented it, you hosted that application. You know everything about them, and that's your time for telling that interviewer why they select you. If you're planning for any technology, if you're not good in data structure algorithm, so this is strategy for that time. But if you are in good in data structure algorithm, but I will suggest you must have a one good project. Okay, I always do. I train so many students. I always say build a project. And my students say they will talk about 40 minutes on that project. So if an interviewer is talking about 40 minutes, your selection chance will be improved. And second strategy, what you can do, if you have a project, mean if you these both 2 projects, host these on GitHub, and in CV give the GitHub link. When you write about your in experience in project, so in that section, in the end, give the GitHub link. So when that interview will see your CV, and it will see, oh, you write the GitHub link, so he will think you know about the deployment and other things. Okay, if anyone have any question, so let's talk about the question. If you have any question, we will give answers. Let's make an interactive session. If you want to join me on, these are my, okay, sorry, everything is Raviji info. Okay, LinkedIn, Instagram and Twitter, everything is Raviji info. Yeah, if you want to take a job in Google and Facebook, I will say there is a 2 contests, Google Code Jam and Facebook Hacker Cup. It will start in March, Code Jam, and in September, October, Facebook Hacker Cup. If you reach in round 3, Google and Facebook will directly hire you. Even if you don't reach in round 3, if you reach in round 2, if you go for the internship, if you apply for the internship, if you apply for the job, your chances will be higher than the other people. Okay, any question? Yeah, let's talk about the question. Okay, let I open the chat box. Okay, let I open the chat box. Hold up. Okay, I am also opening. Let's at YouTube play. What is roadmap for the competitive programmer? Roadmap for the competitive in which year you are? In first year, second year, or third year, fourth year guy? Yeah, okay. For you, mean you have around 1.5 years, or I say you have almost 1 year uh, before the interview. So better is if you know any language, any programming language, it will be a C, C++, or a Java. I will never suggest for the Python because Python is 6 times slower than C or C++. It will reduce your chance. Uh, mean it will have a too much time complexity. Mean if any program is run executing in a 1 second in C or C++, but in Java it will take around 6 seconds. So I will say you have to go for the C, C++ or Java. So first you have to learn a language. After that, to be a good in data structure, and after that in algorithm. Okay. And when you have completed your data structure and algorithm, do practice on hacker rank and code chef. Okay. Participate in online contests as much as you can. I think you can participate daily. Okay. After that, there is so many contests like you have so many contests on Code Chef, on Top Coder, Google Code Jam, Google Kickstart, uh, Career. There is so many contests on Career Cup, so you can participate in that, and that's the best way. Learn a language, practice in data structure algorithm on online platform, participate in online contest. This is the best way for the competitive coding. Yeah, if you're third year, fourth year guy, I will suggest cracking the if you are once you have done data structure algorithm, even you have did the data structure completely, buy that book and solve it completely once, at least once. That cracking the coding interview book. Okay. Yeah, yeah, sure. Yeah. Now, yeah, and don't forget to learn about the GitHub. Okay, if you're going for the interview, company will focus you learn GitHub or not. Okay, that matters too much, for the companies if you know about the GitHub. I mean, they will think like that. Even in our companies, we will hire anyone if he don't know GitHub, we will think how he can implement the code. We have to teach GitHub. Okay, if you don't know about the GitHub, learn the GitHub. It will take around half hour to 1 hour from any YouTube video. So do the GitHub if you're going for the internship. Okay, I have a simple funda. If you want to take a job, there is a 50 student in the interview, and there is a 5 seats. Mean company say we will take 5 students, so you have to come in these 5 people. So make your CV like that. So your CV will be different the others. So you must be lie in these 5 people. Okay. Uh, if you have an internship, mention it. If you have, of course, if you have a project, mention that project. If you are writing about the project, mean what is about that project. So write it carefully. So if anybody read it, so it will show some interest. Okay, do anything so that interview will show interest in you or in your CV, because on that time it's your chance to show them what he will take you. Okay. If anyone have any question, we can go for it. Yeah, it's Ravi G Info. Ravi G Info for LinkedIn, for Instagram, or for Twitter. For reaching me, Instagram and LinkedIn are the best option. Yeah, sure. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, sure.